Great. Mhm. Okay. So hopefully my sound isn't too loud right now. Um, okay. And I am going to try and paint this behind me. Um, the green has been muddy for a minute and I want to change that. I want to change the checker patterns. I want this wall to be fully, whoop, whoa, fully colored. Um, and once we get it fully in color, then we'll see. I kind of want a black outline on everything as well, just class it up a little bit. I don't know, we'll see what I'm feeling and how much we can get through today. Um, so I think I'm gonna start off with changing this green, this muddy green, into a lighter green. Um, let's get started. Okay, it's probably a terrible angle for me, but say lovey. I didn't set up all my painting stuff before. That was very silly of me. So this is literally just me going to Home Depot and getting samples of paint to paint this one wall. I am so excited to actually get to doing this. It feels like it's been a long time coming. Hey, how you doing? I am so new at this. Illumination Arts, good to have you. Okay. Oop, hold on just one moment. Let's go here. Perfect. Okay, let's get to it. Okay. So I'm just using the lid of my paint can because I had to get a bigger one for this green because apparently to get it this light, it has to be the larger version. So we're just going in. I can barely tell the difference, but to me, it's huge. Oh yeah, that's gonna need a couple coats, but that'll be fine. Oh crap. That's all right. I'll fix that later on down the road. You guys can't even see that. Okay, we'll go over here then. ADHD and art. Isn't it so much fun? Oh, I like that so much better than the darker. It's probably going to dry a little dark, but I'm very excited about Is the music too loud for the one person watching me? Very wholesome. Thank you. I go for the wholesome thing. Not really. That's just the vibe I give off to lots of people. I've been told that a lot in my life. Oh, from Australia. Very cool. Audio's great. We love it. What time is it in Australia then? Because aren't you guys like 14 hours ahead of us? I'm in Colorado in the US. I think you're very far ahead of us. Because I have a friend in Australia. Well, I had a friend. I don't talk to him all that much anymore, which is sad. But it was always really hard to talk to him because the time difference was so intense. Ooh, very early. Yeah. Getting a little stream in before you start your day or at the end of your day if you're a grave shift worker. Very cool. I find Australians tend to travel here a lot more than Americans tend to travel there. I think it's something about um, having better work life balance and the ability to travel, maybe. Something like that. Oh, oh, fun. Whoop. Oh, I didn't mean to. I'm so sorry. I'm new at streaming. So you're going to have to give me whoop, a moment to kind of figure out what I'm doing. I'm so sorry. This is literally my first stream. So I timed someone out. I don't even know what that means. Um, oh, okay. Actually, I meant to allow that. I am so sorry. Let's see. What is happening here? I'm so sorry. Whoop, and back to it. Okay, perfect. Still in frame. I've been wanting to do this for so long, and I'm so glad I have finally found the wherewithal, the gumption to do this. Being fat on the internet can be a little intimidating. And then also putting up my silly art also feels intimidating. Oh, I'm so much just looking at this color in that viewfinder. I'm so happy with this color. I know it's going to dry a little bit darker, but it'll still be less dark than the color that was on here before. I'll use that color for something else, but for this wall, it's lighter and brighter. What? Okay. Why? Oh, I'm unstable. Much like my mental state. I'll have to look back on this and see how it goes, because that's what I got. Cool. Let's keep going. I've been kind of bummed lately. Life hasn't been going fantastic, but it's been going overall pretty good. But big things have happened in my life, and gosh, just being around bright colors again certainly helps. Oh, nope. My lights! Why are you doing this, lights? Oh, that one's not turning back on. Fun. C'est la vie. Why would that have happened? That's so bizarre. As I continue doing this, one day I'll figure out why those 9 messages were deleted by the moderator, but one day. Unfortunately, today is not that day. Oh no, again. There's the light. Uh, mm. Oh yeah, that fits so much better. Slowly but surely, we will get to this. We'll get through this. Hmm. Let's see. Ooh, I need some water. Hmm. Okay. Well, let's just keep going. Okay. I'm hoping that because right now I'm going through an interesting time in life. I'm engaged to a lovely human being, and recently got fired from a job, which is a weird experience, um, especially because it's something I'm pretty good at. So it was really weird, just a weird time. And I don't want to keep doing what I was doing because that was mind numbing and had its own challenges. I'm sure whatever I do next will also have its own challenges, but what I think I'm going to do for a while is look for jobs in the morning for a very different career than what I was doing before, and then do this in the afternoons and evenings. Kind of build a structure around it. Um, there's only so much I can do. Oh, yay, you're back. I am so sorry. I misclicked so easily. I do have an Insta. Um, it's good to know I'm not alone on making mistakes. Well, I don't. I have an Instagram. Gosh, what is my Instagram? I don't even remember. I do not post on Instagram all that often, honestly. But I'm Aubrey Cookie without the zeros there on Instagram. But I might have to start posting there more, just maybe focusing on art. I used to do art like, um, gosh, like markets for jewelry and stuff like that. So I have that old account, but I don't know if I want to go back to that. That was Killer Statement on Instagram. Killer Statements? Yeah, it's with an S. Killer Statements. Um, was it with an S? Oh God, I'm going crazy. Mm-mm. Anyway, um, and that has like my jewelry stuff on it. I really enjoyed doing that, but I didn't make enough money with it and had to get back to my regular career. And now, now I'm trying to find a balance of a regular career and an artistic one. Because unfortunately, in this capitalistic society, we have to make money in multiple ways sometimes. So you're going to school? Are you going to school for anything interesting? Are you doing art or something else? Oh, thanks. That's really sweet. Maybe one day I'll use that shout out. For now, it's just getting over the fear of starting something new. I think I'm doing all right so far. Oh, in of creative industries. That sounds cool. I feel like because I am kind of old. I am 35, and I feel like there are probably so many more degrees than like that exist now that didn't, or like different types of degrees, all really focusing on like the internet and creativity that didn't exist back in the day. Oop, we'll get that crisped out. Concept artistry and animation. Oh, that's cool. Oh, my best friend's calling. Scam likely. Oh, okay, I think after I do this green, I'm gonna move on. I want this section to be purple. So we'll go with that. Oh, oh, you're 28. Very cool. I was also in college when I was 28. Oh, that's so cool. I certainly will. Oh my goodness. Very cool. Man, this is kind of reminding me. I used to live in New Orleans when I was going to school. I went to school for American Sign Language interpreting, which I never used at all. I'm actually really bad at it. Um, but I, because I was a student and living in New Orleans away from like all of my family and I had lots of friends, but I was really far away from my family, so I needed cheap living quarters. And I found this room that was a basement. Basement. It was New Orleans basement, which is ground floor. Yeah, sign language. Um, and there was so basement in New Orleans is like just the ground level because nobody actually lives on ground level because that's really stupid to do in New Orleans. Um, and there was this haunting like uh drawing that someone had done on the wall, and I swear it was just with like pencil and like a little bit of like blue or pink paint, and it was so haunting. I was like, I can't sleep next to this. So I painted over it with like abstract colors just to like get something, and I bought glitter wallpaper and I wallpapered like triangles on the wall. It was an experience. um yes. But yeah, I went to school for sign language interpreting, American Sign Language interpreting specifically, because I live in America, and yeah, Australian Sign Language is very, very different, but is also a very cool language. Um, so I have a degree in sign language interpreting that I don't use. um, I honestly wouldn't want to put a deaf person through my inability to sign. So, especially now that it's been years and I haven't actually signed in a very long time. Okay. Just gonna go over some of this stuff. Oh, and you asked me what kind of like mediums I do. So I can imagine the Aussie slang would be really hard to sign. But every language has that. That's super fun. I have ADHD, so my my mediums for like art end up going every which way. I paint, but mostly abstract, obviously. um, I really like cross stitch and embroidery. Um, I have a couple like old lady hobbies. Oh, I'm like barely in frame. That's okay. Um, and I like sewing. I'm sewing a quilt right now for a friend who passed away from cancer in February. It's just a t-shirt quilt, but it's for her husband, and it's actually my first quilt, which why I chose to do such a big project for my first quilt, I could not tell you. Uh, yeah, I also do, I like drawing a lot. Um, every now and again, because I started out when I was little, I started out with oil paintings because that's what my mom did for relaxation when she wasn't being a nurse. She's actually a really good artist. She won't admit it, but she's very good. Um, yeah. So anything I can kind of get my hands on and learn, I love constantly learning, um, and expanding my, even if I'm not good at it, trying something new is always fascinating. What kind of, so you do animation. Oh, very cool. That's awesome. Um, what kind, because you said you are in school for animation. What kind of arts do you do? What mediums do you go by normally? Okay. think it's time for this section. I think I'm done with the green. Oh, actually, I gotta finish this over here. I know you can't see it, but I can. Let's see. Woo! I don't know if I can do that. That'll do. I just figure while I have the green, I might as well use it. Because I think I'm going to have to pause for a minute and get water to put my brushes in. 3D modeling, VFX, cool. Wow, that's a lot. Clay, oh my goodness. You've been making keychains out of clay or out of something else? I I made a lot of keychains when I was working with laser cut acrylic, aka plastic. Uh, Keychains are a fun way to do stuff without it being like the beginning or end of the world. So, oh, and that light is gone, I think. Cool. That makes this corner very dark. I'm gonna have to take a break here in a moment and grab a couple of things. Yeah, I do love working with clay. There's something so, I don't know, connective about that art, just like being able to put your hands within that medium to shape it is so spiffy. Oh, that would make sense that it's polymer. I have a friend from New Orleans who that's how she started out with her jewelry business, was with polymer clay. She made earrings for her friends at the restaurant she worked at and was really good at it. She's always been really good at art. And so she named her business Polly Page, thinking she was going to work with polymer clay forever, and then pretty quickly decided to change and got into laser cut acrylic stuff. But her business is still named Polly Page. She still makes amazing stuff, but she'll never get away from the polymer. By the time I had met her, because I met her when I worked at what just got dark. That one. I worked at a. Isn't it a really cute name? I am obsessed with her stuff. Um, that's how I met her. I used to work at a shop in New Orleans that sold art for people kind of. It wasn't like wholesale. It was just a bunch of artists in one place, and then they sold their stuff like a 24-hour market kind of thing. Well, it wasn't open 24, but anyway, it was all the time, and people would just come in and exchange their stuff. And I saw her stuff there and became obsessed with it. Like I wanted it on my body. I wanted to wear it all the time. And then when she would come in to exchange her stuff, we'd get talking, and then we just kind of eventually ended up being friends, and I helped her with her business a little bit. And then she was like, "Well, you should do this." And I certainly gave a go at it. It was really fun to learn how to do all this stuff, and I ended up getting a Glowforge, a laser cutter of my own, which was really cool. I now that I've been working with different laser cutters for a little while, I know I wouldn't go with the Glowforge again, but it does work, and it does work well. Yeah, it's really cool when you get to meet the people you admire and then work with them. Sometimes I know people say, like, don't meet your heroes, but sometimes you can meet your friends through people you admire. And that's pretty spiffy. Hmm. Okay, and then you can't see that either. There's a tiny bit of green that I want to get, well, again, while I have the green out. I don't even know if I could get my camera. Huh, there it is. Oop, losing some light. So you're in school. You said something about a book. Did I read that correctly? That message has now been deleted because I messed something up in chat. But did I read that you were doing something with a book about publishing or something? Don't. Oh wow, I can imagine it. Like just from the bit of stuff you put on there, it seemed like you wouldn't be able to sleep much with all of that stuff on your plate. But at least you love it. That's amazing. Doing something that you love is definitely uh I don't know how to say it non-religiously, but it's a blessing. Um, it's pretty awesome. You know, it's funny. I haven't been religious in a very long time, but that stuff just doesn't leave you. The terminology, it's so ingrained in our social sphere. I'm so glad it's a blessing for you. Okay, I'm going to take a break for just a moment to go grab some water and some water and some light. Oh yeah. It's usually the forest fires that does it here. It is warm, but what always gets me is the um the smoke. I am not good at handling smoke. My body hates it, and like everybody around me will be fine, and I'm just coughing up a storm because I'm so sensitive to it. Okay. The heat is for at least the last couple days has gone down. It's been nice, at least in the area of Colorado I'm at. Got kind of rainy, which is good. The typical Coloradan thing of, well, we need the ADHD. Uh, we we need the water. That's what it is. We need the water. Okay, where to Y4 next? Purple's perfectly in camera frame. Let's do that. One of the waters I got. That's black, purple. What time is it? 4:05 here. Ooh, eating is good. Yeah, you should definitely do that. gotten paint on my carpet. I did not. Mm. Oof. Oh yeah, my mom's birthday is coming up soon. I'm gonna have to give that to her at some point. Oh, I'm so excited for this. Oh my gosh. It's gonna look so good when it's done. It's just gonna take forever to do. It's a massive canvas. I also kind of want to fix these swoops, but I don't know how. Well, a couple of them went out. Really just need to grab the controller for those. I'm really excited to be doing this because this is something that's been holding me back from doing any kind of streaming, is not having this finished. And so just streaming, finishing this, I am really excited about. Oh, I'm gonna have to. Okay, this will have to be short today because I just realized in like 50 minutes I have to do something else online. So just a couple hours today. That'll be fine. I'll pick it up again tomorrow. Hopefully a little earlier, seeing as I don't have that huge leap of starting something for the first time. It'll be the second time tomorrow. It's so easy to focus on all of the negative stuff that's going on in life. One thing I've been working on a lot lately is just being kinder to myself. It's been really hard to be kind to myself when I just got fired from a job, but I deserve that kindness. But when you're so just focused on find the next job, it's really, really easy to forget that you deserve calm and peace, even in the in between times. Even in the rough moments. Let's see. You know, actually, though I am terrified of the future, I'm also really excited about it. I don't know how any of this is going to go. I hope I can find a job sooner rather than later, but I need it to be something that pays me enough to live decently. There are plenty of jobs who will take me right away, but they pay like crud. And I got bills to pay. Can that be paid like crud? I mean, if there's been a cruddy job out there, I've at the very least probably worked something adjacent to it. I have been looking for my thing, my passion, to pay me well for years. Found nothing yet, but I found passions, plenty of those. But this is going to be interesting. Oof, got a lot to do still. crazy how we can just let people peek into our lives like this. Ugh, yeah, go getting all existential and shit. Sometimes it's really easy to fall into the negatives. Life really likes to come at us sometimes and be rude, honestly. But to remember good things we got in life, it can be really hard. I got a lot of good things going. And a lot of hard things at the same time. Isn't it lovely how nuanced being a human can be? I have been meaning to get to this wall for so long. I want to say it's been like 8 months, maybe longer. Oh, I don't know. So I'm glad I could finally get to it. Mm. Painting with my left hand is hard. This is gonna be so good. Oh my gosh, it's also going to take so long. This makes me so happy. Oh, which is very nice. It's a reprieve from the way I was feeling earlier. I think I'm gonna have to stand up again. No. No, I'm good. My plan is to this entire wall to be absolutely saturated with color. And this is going to fade into other colors. I might have to put an in-between color between this one and the blue one up there, and then fade into other colors as like the green over there that's peeking out next to that red. That is going to fade into this purple as well. Gonna have like a color gradient, hopefully. But that's going to take forever because blending colors always takes forever. And especially because I'm using painter's tape. Wait, tape? Nope. Painter's paint? What? Words. Yep. I'm using Behr paint. Using wall paint maybe is what I'm looking for? Sure. At the very least, it's not hard for me to ramble to myself. As I'm doing this. Very excited. I do love that I changed the green and I can tell the vibe difference, but it honestly makes such a little change, but I really like it. It's so much brighter, so much happier than the darkness it was before. Not that it was terrible before, but this is just better. Okay. I also play video games, and I recently started not watching, that's a lie. I started playing Restory, the game where you're in Japan restoring old electronics. And it's just so cool to like have that hint of nostalgia back in the day when you could fix your PlayStation controllers or your Nintendo stuff, you know. Um, and everything was so much more tactile. Everything could be changed through your own hands. I remember taking apart so many controllers or even systems um, with my dad and brothers as we like figured out the inner workings of everything. That was pretty cool. Why is that? That light is going funky. Now, I remember the last time I did that, I took apart a controller and it was like, I want to say it was like a PS3 or 4 controller. And um, we opened it up and we just kind of went, oh, no, I don't understand that. Put that back together. Let the professional fix that. And that was like 2009, 2010, the last time I opened up a remote control for a system. really just need to go grab um, the thingy, the remote for this, but I'm in the zone, man. I don't have much time to paint. I have about 30 minutes left to paint. And then I gotta skedoodle. Maybe even a little less, because I should probably give myself some time to get ready for the thing I have to do at 5. It's slow progress, but it's progress. I'm happy with these tunes. They're copyright free lo-fi off of the Tuba BU. Mm. I've done so little. Oh, that's pretty great. Oh, I also, with playing video games, on Sundays, me and a couple people play games, have a good time. Meet up online, which is sometimes the only way you can meet up as an adult. And we played The Big Walk. That game is very fascinating. It's a really cool time. Mm. It's I love a good puzzle, man. Puzzle games, jigsaw puzzles, escape rooms. If it's a puzzle, I probably like it. I'm not I'm not good with them by all means. I'm slow at jigsaw puzzles. I'm not the smartest person in the world, but I just love that moment where things click. Or sometimes the thing that happens to me more often is the moment you get lucky and figure out the puzzle on accident. do. Hmm. I realize now my brain, because the ADHD, was like, oh, I can get the rest of the wall done in one stream. I'm a liar. I'm a dirty liar. I cannot do this in one day. Certainly not in one stream. Textured surface is always fun. Just trying to make sure you actually saturate your color. Gosh, am I glad I actually pulled the trigger and did this. I feel a lot better now than I did this morning. I am a little worried that I'm going to stop doing this and the feeling will come back. That was an uncomfortable feeling I felt this morning. And now I'm used to sitting in uncomfortable feelings, but it doesn't mean it's easy. Now, if you're like, oh my goodness, your technique is horrible, yes. Everything I've done is self-taught, and I'm pretty good at being bad at things. And that's something I actually really enjoy about art. You can be really bad at stuff. Just for fun. Because good golly gosh, am I good at being bad at things. Same with video games, honestly. I'm not good at video games. But I do love a puzzle. And I do love a new experience. Video games are a really great way to have a new experience while not getting too far out of your comfort zone. It is peculiar opening yourself up on the internet like this. I mean, I say that, but I watch so many streamers. It's just weird being on this side of the camera, I suppose. probably try and figure out how to edit this and post it on YouTube as well, just to, oh, bloody goodness. So many house projects I want to do. I'm trying to slowly convince my fiance to let me redo our main bedroom, our main bathroom, because I love a good DIY. But we did end up, when we first moved into this house, um, we had black mold in that bathroom, and we had to come in and have professionals take it out. And now I told him that I would like to start slowly redoing the bathroom. And I was like, yeah, we can slowly buy insulation, and then the wall itself, like the cement board or whatever has to go up there. I'd have to do a bit of research for it. And then get tile up there and redo our bathroom. You know, I'd also like to get a new tub, because the tubs in this house are from the 80s. Pretty sure they're original, and they are an atrocity. But like, it'd be much easier to buy it in like small chunks. And he was like, well, I agree with you up until the point where you'd actually be putting in the wall. And it's like, well, that's most of the project. It's like, well, we had to get the black mold removed, because of something like that, of somebody doing DIY. And I was like, no, it's because he didn't properly because the way the black mold showed up in our house was that it, the black mold, somebody, like one of the tiles had gotten loose, and someone just kind of it back on, but didn't give it like any water protection whatsoever. And so the water was just continuously getting behind that tile. Um, so they just did a thing without doing the right things, and it just made issues for us. So now my fiance is really worried that if we don't get it professionally done, that means that water will be allowed to get behind tiles. It's been really, whoop, I was right on the green. Good thing that's dried, I guess. um, so that's been my most recent adventure. One day I'll figure out how to convince people of things. Right now it's just compromise with my fiance, trying to figure out what works best for the both of us and doesn't get our anxiety in an absolute tiffy. Tiffy? Is that a word? Tizzy, I think is what I was going for. Deep breaths. Oh, there is this game. I've been considering playing it. I saw a streamer play it. I think it's Outbound, something like that. And every now and again, the main character will just take in a deep breath, and that's the main reason I wanted to play the game, because it's just like a reminder to just take a moment and breathe. You know, it's always really surprisingly important to just really take things in. Give yourself a moment. "46. Probably have a couple more minutes before I have to go. Wow, that is really coming across as blue on the camera. That is not blue. It's mildly concerning, but only mildly so. Well, sounds like the music is skipping. I know it's not, because this isn't a Discman, but that is really weird and repetitive. I'm glad you can tell that there's a difference in the camera, but man, does that pickup has basically the same blue as this. Those are two different colors, I swear. Like in person, those are very different. But I think it's time to start shifting colors into it now anyway. I'm going to need to, how will that even look? Because I'm not going to do anything now, but because I only have a couple minutes left, but I do want to like test if this will look too muddy, because this is going to have to blend into purple, from purple to green, blue, and yellow. So let's see how terrible this is. Well, I need a, no. Shouldn't need to do into orange. Why did I choose these colors? Interesting. Oh, maybe I should put a red up there. Because it blending red would also be a good idea. If I did this red here and just like pretty much immediately blend it out. But let's see if these colors can blend at all. Oh goodness. Oh no, I know the blue will look good. Blending in with this purple, that'll be fine. The yellow and green that I'm a little worried about. Why I didn't test this before I started this project? I don't know. But I didn't. Okay. Ooh. Well, that's fun. These paints did sit around for a little bit longer than I would have liked. Let's see. We're just gonna do a dollop on this really advanced paint palette I have. Okay, I have to go here pretty soon. Well, it doesn't look terrible. It's a little muddy. Let's see. I don't think that'll look too bad. So this is the whoop. This is the purple in the middle. That was the yellow. I'm blending it together there. I don't think even at, because I think that's just about 50-50. I don't think that'll look terrible. Okay, not mad at that. Let's see about the purple and green. Now, I still have purple. And I have my other brush. Green, and I can mix in just a touch of that. We'll wipe this off. Okay, so we're doing the green and the purple together. So a little bit of purple, a little bit of green. Ooh, that's muddy as all get out. That might look bad. I shouldn't really have to do it. I might be able to kind of fake it. So anyway, so that was the end of this. Thank you so much to Illumination Arts for joining me while she did. I had so much fun today. I'm so glad that you got to experience this with me. But I have to go. But have a good one.